Hi guys, Jay Smith here, welcome to the AskGolfNut channel and welcome to Ping G730 Irons review. It's back. They did have the 700, then they had the 710, then it disappeared. And now it's back again. It is the largest of all of the irons that Ping make. Now this is full of technology. We'll have a quick overview of the technology before we whack it into a green to see how well this thing gets on. Inside this we have a Hyper 17.4 stainless steel, super flexible face for absolute maximum ball speed. Now Ping is saying that this is just maxed everything, max forgiveness, max distance, 28 degrees for a 7-iron. Definitely max distance. We've got a cast larger head and bigger soles, big offset, etc. That's trying to move the center of gravity as low and as far back as possible for trying to increase launch angles and forgiveness, MOI, resistance to twist, all that lot. We have a PureFlex cavity badge. It's inside there. If you can see, you can feel it. When you press it, you can actually feel it like the G430. That's carbon flexible bit in the G430. You can actually feel it flex in the 730. We have tungsten toe screw and also in the shaft tip weight. That is more so for custom fitting, but also adds to the MOI. The lofts are customed again, so we have got an inclusion in the range of another wedge that is basically just to try and make up the gaps. If not, if you're going to have a 7-iron at 28 degrees and you still want your pitching wedge at 45, you are going to talk about massive loft gaps, which are going to equate to, unfortunately, larger distance gaps. And the stock shaft is the Dynamic Gold Mid 100. I've got that in this shaft as well, but it's in the stiff flex. That is basically it. Right, let's go get the simulator on. Let's go whack it into a green and let's go see how the G730 gets on. Simulator is now on. We are at Glenfora Golf Course, hole 6. It's a par 3 of 185 yards. I've literally just done the video of the i530 and it's the same hole that I did that on. So it'd be interesting to see how this 1 degree difference in loft, again the G730, 28 degrees, it is a fairly strong lofted girl. Now there are 7-irons out there which are stronger than this. And it's going to be for the person who wants as much distance as you can possibly muster. Now, again, how that will affect when it comes to changing speed, I will be doing my normal speed testing 70 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour, 90 miles an hour to see how well this works when you start taking speed off. Right, looks wise is big, yes it is. Top lines are big, sole thicknesses are yeah, big, like big. Blade lengths, well, let's not go on about blade lengths, this is massive. And yeah, we are talking about a certain amount of offset there. So down by the golf ball, we've got that white lineup line that we like. Right, let's go give this one a hit because everything says it's going to be loud, it's going to be confidence inspiring punch, it's going to want to rock it off the face, blah, blah, blah. Let's go give it a hit. Now, I don't want to be going in that water, I will definitely say that one. That's curving left. Should bite the edge, mind. Yeah, that'll bite the edge. Gorgeous. Oh, run off into the apron. Path 0.8 from the inside face, very slightly closed. That's why I just overdrew. 3mm low, 2mm toe, decent strike, 35 yards in the air, 48 degrees ascent angle. Very good in the way of its coming into a green, its control into the green. Can I tell where I hit it? Absolutely not. I've got no idea where I'm hitting this on the face just because of the, well, the nature of it, unfortunately. The bigger you go, the more game improvement you go, the less feedback you get from your strike. So yeah, I'm lucky I've got quad because I wouldn't be able to tell where I'm hitting it just from that. Now obviously we've got tech in there to try and make it feel and perform as well as possible. It's loud, it is, guys, it's loud. I've just done the i530, which is louder than what I'm used to, but it's a very, very punchy feeling. This is very punchy as well, but it's just loud as well. But again, let's go give it another hit. Because generally speaking, I'll be honest, I'm not a great fan of these type of golf clubs. Honestly, I can near enough hear it whistle. It is so loud on the way down. I think it's the air, which is kind of, it'd be interesting to see when you can. Path is slightly across, face is basically 0-0, 2mm low, 5mm toe, so decent strike, 37 yards in the air, 49 degrees ascent angle. Again, that's stopping on any green at 185 yards of carry. It's going in really high, it's coming in really steep. Again, I'm swinging at 92.2 miles an hour, so I'm fully warmed up. And so it will do. Again, it'll be interesting to see what happens when you start taking speed away, because remember the G730 is distance, and a bit more distance, but it'll be interesting to see how much distance works when you start taking speed off. Right, let's go give this one another hit. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is like properly confidence inspiring. It's fun hitting this. That's left, like that's gonna miss the planet. That's so bad. Thank you, bunker. Oh, that'd be a nasty shot. Path was good, just faces over release, that's all. 9mm toe, 0 low, so strike was okay, single digit miss. It was just the face was shut and I could feel it. I could feel the face was shut. I didn't have any idea whatsoever where I hit it on the face, but 34 yards in the air, 48 degrees descent angle. That is working. If it was to hit a green, it would have definitely stopped. But yeah, 20 yards offline is pretty poor. I'm getting very close to that water. People that are going to be going towards this want real estate. People that are going to go on this want distance. Now, Ping have changed their loft gaps with these. They've added another wedge, we'll call it, like the G430. As soon as you strengthen things up, you can make a 7-iron what number you want. But if you want a certain amount of clubs between whatever your 7-iron is and your 45-degree pitching wedge, well, you're going to have one of two things. You're going to have massive loft gaps between, which means potentially big distance gaps between your irons, or you sneak in another wedge of what they have done with the 730s. Now it loft's just a number at the end of the day, so no different to that. It's just a number at the bottom. But this particular number is going particularly long, 189 yards. Wowzers. But it is loud. That's the I am not going left swing. Look at that. Wow. It is a monster. Path slightly from the inside, which is good. Face 0.4. 2mm low, 2mm toe. I haven't got a clue, I'll be honest. I've got no feedback from this where I'm hitting on the face. Literally none. I hit it and I can feel what my face is doing from the point of view in open and closed, but I've got no understanding whatsoever where it's hitting on the face. 36 yards in the air and 48 degrees descent angle. It works, like properly works. 91 miles an hour. I'm fully warmed up. It is just working really quite well. Feel is just loud, and it is, if you want that kind of thing, if you want to hit a ball and everybody to know that you've hit a golf ball with a G730, then obviously this club's for you. But it will be interesting to hit it loads of times all over the face to see how well it works forgiveness-wise, and also at different speeds. Because we are talking, this amongst most is going to be targeted towards possibly the slower swinger. Oh, what a painful strike that was. I'm guessing it's low on the face, just from the fuzzy. Good result though, very good result. Path and face are very good, good. 9mm low, 2mm toe. Yeah, I can guess it was 9mm low, or at least low on the face. 32 yards in the air, 47 degrees descent angle, 180. Has dropped some distance, yes, because of the strike, but it's done blooming well. I mean, 47 degrees descent angle, that's going to stop on any green. Now, okay, if I wasn't swinging at 92 or so miles an hour, then of course that would have got in lower. And okay, yes, if you move swing speed into the 80s and to the 70s, and that's why it's important I test this at these different swing speeds. That may not work nowhere near as well. Right, let's go give it one more go. One more go, and let's so see how it works. Multiple hits all over the face. It's pretty good. It works very well. Is it something I'm going to stick in my bag? Absolutely not. Not a chance. Path and face, no, face is slightly open, but I mean, that's held its line. 1mm low, 3mm toe, good, 37 yards in the air, 49 degrees descent angle. It's 10 foot away, 185 yards carry. It just works. Ping know how to make something that works, absolutely. It works really well out the middle. It definitely, you can see when I'm not quite hitting the middle, it still works really, really well. Right, I think it's time we whack it all over the face, heel as well, because I haven't really hit it off the heel whatsoever. Let's go whack it heel, toe, high, low, all those weird and wonderful spots. See how well the G730 works. Remember, this is going to be the most forgiving one out of Ping's range, and also going to be doing my swing speed testing. Let's test it at 80 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour, as well as the 90 miles an hour test to see how well this works in all different golfers' hands. Right guys, so let's go see how the G730 got on when I whacked it all over the face a load of times, also at different speeds, to see how the forgiveness and also the performance works at 3 different swing speeds, because obviously this golf club, if not more than most, are going to be targeted towards the medium to slow swing speed golfer, or definitely the golfer that's going to need maximum help when it comes to their distance and also forgiveness. We'll do the forgiveness after this. So let's go see how well it works from 3 different swing speeds. Now you can get on the screen there, if I can get it all up on the screen, we've got 70 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour and 90 miles an hour. We've got the red, yellow and the blue, and we've got also the club head data. We'll go through the club head data in a sec. But let's go have a look at the nitty gritty when it comes to the speeds. So 70 miles an hour, we're looking at a ball speed of 98 against 80 miles an hour, 112 rounded. And then when it comes to 90 miles an hour, 124 miles an hour ball speed. That equates to a carry of 137, 162, 181. So decent numbers, not bad whatsoever. Peak heights for the 70 miles. So let's go into the 70 miles an hour. The reason why I do 3 different swing speeds is because obviously we all swing at different speeds, and also there is a point of where if you take speed away, obviously ball speed is lower, which means the launch angle shouldn't really change whatsoever. It's just that how high that golf ball in the air goes in the air will, because obviously gravity has an effect on a slower golf ball, and so it will just drop out of the sky quicker. And then if you can say launch it at the same speed but then swing faster, ball speed increases and it will just go on that launch angle for longer, gains more peak height, gains control, gains more distance, that idea. So if you start taking speed away, there is a point of where it becomes non-functional. Going 20 yards in the air, which is okay, descending at 37.2 degrees. Now this is the problem with going in at 37 or 30 something degrees. Anything over 45 degrees is the magic number, because basically the golf ball's going to stop on any green. It has to be either Heathrow runway or the US Open greens to stop and make sure it won't stop on a green. Normally for UK and for most areas, anything over 40 degrees is absolutely fine. So 37 degrees, unfortunately, does not cut the mustard, and even my best shots out there, the ones that I hit absolutely out the screws, were not hitting 40 degrees. So I would definitely say for G730 at 28 degrees for a 7-iron, the 7-iron just doesn't work. And I would say if you deliver slightly differently to what I'm doing here, and then you do encourage a slightly higher ball flight, then it may do. Go to 80 miles an hour though, 162 yards, which is absolutely fine. Peak height at 29 yards in the air, which is good. And descent angles at 44 degrees. It's now functional. And so I would honestly say the difference here, if you are a swing speed of anywhere slower than 75 or less, I would distinctly take note and be careful when you're getting fit. Really make sure you keep an eye on your peak heights and descent angles to make sure you don't get basically fitted for a set of golf clubs which go in like a rocket. But it's doing absolutely fine at 80 miles an hour, no problem whatsoever. And of course, if you're going to go 90 miles an hour, you can see 181 yards is a nice carry number. Peak height of 37 is also a very nice carry number. And at 48 degrees, that's going to stop even on Heathrow one way, possibly. Club head speed, you can see 70 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour and 90 miles an hour within a very small amount, a 10 mile an hour difference between the two. Efficiency is 1.39 to 1.37, so within a very small margin, and attack angles within less than a degree. Club path, again, face to path are very, very close, within a degree or so. And then we got loft, 24.2, 24.7, 24.5, so within half a degree of every single one of those data sets. It is every single thing the same within half a degree. I am a human, not a robot, but close enough. 3 mil toe, 3 mil toe, 5 mil toe, again, small amounts, and I have got standard deviation on there as well for you to pick apart if you wish. So go over to the graphical representation you can see there on the screen. I wouldn't necessarily worry too much about the fact that the dispersion rings very much so are me and not the club. To a certain extent, I would say that north and south with the forgiveness for golf club can absolutely help. Right, let's go see how the forgiveness works, because to measure the forgiveness, what the drop-offs are when you whack it all over the face, we first need to understand what happens when you hit it out of the middle. We've got one here, 1.39 efficiency, pretty good. Remember, this is a 28 degree 7-iron, 28 degrees. 1 mil low, 1 mil heel, so within a very small amount, it's right out of the screws. 28 yards in the air and 43.5 degrees descent angle. This is 80 miles an hour, so this is a slower swing. Again, if you dial the speed up, it will definitely go further. But it's doing really well. 1.39 is a very, very good number. So what happens when you hit it 30 mil heel, 2 mil low? So 30 mil heel is a standard normal heel shot. It's not great, let's be honest. And if you are consistently striking your irons from 13 millimeters or worse away from the middle on the heel side, I distinctly would say to go take a lesson, because obviously there is a hosel there, and you don't have to go too far from 13 mil heel, even with a G730, it is a big golf club, before you're hitting hosel rockets, and they are definitely not advantageous to scoring well. But 1.36, now we have got a slightly de-loft on there, 22.9 degrees against the 24 degrees of the maxed out one, so we are losing a little bit of loft off there, which will add a little bit of efficiency, and the face is slightly shut. But let's be honest, I think a 1.35 is would be a normal one, but even if it's 1.36, 0.03 from middle is actually pretty good. The interesting thing, if you've seen the i530 video, which I've literally just done, came before this one, like for like, the i530, which is a smaller golf club and is much more in the player's distance category, done slightly better than the 730, which is maximum forgiveness. Let's go 9 mil low, just a standard normal, not thin, it is fairly thin, 9 mil low. As soon as you go near double digits, low on the face, you are going to know about it. Even with the G730, you are definitely going to know that this is not the middle. Again, G730, you do not get a lot of feedback whatsoever, because obviously the size of the head and of course what it's made from. It's just a case of you just know you haven't hit it middle. 0.8 for me inside and 0.3, so face and path are very 0-0, and 1.34. So it's losing 0.05 from an absolute perfect one, and that is quite low on the face. So it's doing absolutely fine. It really is doing absolutely fine. Let's go slightly toey, 12 mil toe, 2 mil low, so a standard normal toe. We've got loft at 24 degrees and our face is fractionally open, but 1 degree is not too much, and 1.36 efficiency. Again, we are talking 0.03 from perfect, and again, it is pretty good. And again, if you have seen the i530 video, you can already see that potentially the i530 wins slightly over the G. Now, this is not supposed to be a G730 against i530 video. They're not even the same class. It's just the fact that I've just done the i530 and the G730 on the same day, so it's very fresh in my mind. But it's doing well. 0.03 from basically half an inch off the middle is very good. And then you've got one here, we've got 20 mil toe, 2 mil high. Face is fractionally close to a par from the inside. That normally does increase efficiency slightly when you draw something. And I've got 23.9 degrees, so within a few point not overs of a degree, that is pretty good. And a 1.35. So again, 0.04 from there, 22 millimeters gross is great. Like properly good. Again, you've got that factor of the weight of the face, which is 1.4 close. You have to be honest about that one. That's why I do head data, so I can obviously stick every single thing up on the screen. You can make your own conclusions of that. But still, that at 22 millimeters away is exceptionally good from there. So I mean, Ping have made a very good golf club in the G730. If they are looking for maximum real estate, they want as big a golf club as they can muster in their hands. They want to see something which takes up a lot of real estate, then absolutely. G730 got that in spades, great. It actually looks pretty good. When you look at it with the chrome and stuff like that, I much prefer it than the black version from last time out in the G710. This looks a much nicer iron. Now when it comes to it, sound, if you want a very loud golf club, the G730 is there for the taking. It is very loud. It is much louder than the i530, which I've just tested, and still, that's still quite loud. Some people care about sound, some people don't. Some people care about feel, some people don't. Some people care about looks, some people don't. That's why this side is so subjective. I look at the performance mainly. Obviously I put my viewpoint about what it looks like and feel like, etc., but it's down to you guys to say if you like it or not. The performance though and the forgiveness are the most important thing of how an iron is and how it should be evaluated, and it works really very well. I would say is obviously if you're going to be fitting these and you are a very slow swing speed player, make sure you don't buy too many of these golf clubs, because obviously if not, you're going to find if you start buying 6 irons and 5 irons of these things and you swing at 70 miles an hour, they're all going to bunch together and you're going to be buying the same golf club. Now these golf clubs aren't the most expensive golf clubs in the world. Again, when you're looking at premium manufacturers, they all have ranges of prices, and of course these are going to be among the cheaper ones, but you still don't want to waste your money. If you've got two golf clubs which does exactly the same thing, kind of pointless having. So make sure you get properly custom fit for these. Again, if you swing 80 miles an hour, you're absolutely fine. 90 miles an hour or plus, they have added another wedge. And so with everything, if you're going to go to 90 miles an hour, you are potentially going to have a 7 iron as your longest golf club anyway. Or you might go 6 iron, but then obviously 6 iron is going to go well into the 190 yard carries. And again, there's going to be at one point you're going to have to then transition into your fairway woods because these are rocket ship faces. Well done to Ping for making the G730. It's back in the market. Now it has been missed, I suppose, from quite a few different golfers, and for those golfers who want the G730, it's back, and there you go. Make sure you get properly tested, properly custom fit, depending on how fast your swing speed is. So, hope you liked the video. If you did, go on, thumbs up. YouTube likes, so do I. Down there is a subscribe button. It's free and it's great for the channel. If you could subscribe, so thank you. And next to that one is a bell icon. That's a notification bell. If you click that one, that will notify you next time I upload another video. So hope you're well, and we'll see you again soon.